My name is Amanda Jacobs. I'm a senior at Seton High School. My mom is Sheila Jacobs, and she was a preschool teacher at Creative Preschool. She loved teaching. She would come back with stories of the kids all the time. People would tell me that she treated the students like they were her kids, and then when she was there, then she would talk about us all the time. So it was like she had two separate families. My teacher was so pretty. She looked just like Snow White, only without a bow. Sheila had a genuine enthusiasm for the kids, and you could tell every day that she felt deep down how lucky she was to have the opportunity to teach our children. She was our friend and much more than our children's teacher. She will be missed. She would get every one of us ready for the day. She would pick out our clothes, she would iron them, and she would pack our lunches.
She pretty much ran the house. And suddenly, February 18th, the bomb went off in our house.
It was a Friday, so on Fridays at Victory we would walk down to Speedway and UDF. And so my mom wrote me a note that morning giving me permission to walk down.
Got a phone call from the Delhi Police. That my wife was in a minor car accident and they were taking her to the hospital. I didn't think anything of it. I got there, and that's when I walked into a room. My mom was there, and I was surrounded by a dozen nurses and doctors.
Well, we walked in the ER, and I saw a door open, and my dad came out crying. And I'd never seen my dad cry before. And I just remember him taking us three in his arms and saying they did all they could, but they couldn't save her.
I didn't know at that time it was a heart, but eventually talking to everybody and after the kids came to see their mom, we found that she had a heart attack.
A lot of my classmates just thought it was a car accident. No one really knew that it was really a heart attack.
I talked to a professional that read the autopsy report, and he gave me the results in something I could understand, and pretty much told me that my wife had a thickening of the heart. It was pretty much going on her whole life, and it was undetected. If she would have had an echo, they would have detected it.
As a senior, we have to do a senior project, and going into it, I had no idea what to do, but then just thinking about it, I knew that I wanted to do the Heart Mini for years, but I just didn't have the time to. So I thought that my senior project would be the perfect opportunity to make a team and honor my mom. This is the shirt that I made for my team. It has my mom's initials on it, SJM. And then the back is two hummingbirds coming together to make a heart. My mom loved hummingbirds. I'm a strong believer in signs, and after my mom passed away, since we had a closed-in deck, we didn't really see hummingbirds as much anymore. And sitting on my porch one day, a hummingbird came up like this close from my face, and I just knew that it was my mom.
It was a great thing. We had 150 to 160 walkers on our team. She raised over $10,400.
So I'm in AP Art 4, and as seniors, we have to do a senior series, and we can do whatever we want for that, and I love to write, so I chose to do typography. This is the first one that I did, and I chose this quote because this is kind of how I like to live my life by ever since my mom passed away. I wrote my research paper on women and how heart disease specifically affects women, and how heart disease is the #1 killer in women. Looking back now, I feel that if my mom was a part of Go Red for Women, that it could have saved her life. If I could say anything to my mom right now, the first thing would be that I love her, and the other thing is I just would do anything to have a conversation with her again, just like a car ride conversation or a conversation just sitting on the couch together, making silly faces at each other. I'm so happy to be a part of Go Red for Women in memory of my mom and really make a difference.